Ever wished you could learn Morse code and send CW over the air? Well, stay tuned. Hopefully I'll show you how. Welcome to the Ham Radio Junkie with me, Keith. Learning Morse code isn't easy, but it can be incredibly satisfying when you achieve it. But why would anybody want to use Morse code nowadays? For the Radio Ham, it's very simple. Firstly, we learn Morse because we can. And also, we use Morse code to communicate on the frequencies we're allocated. So it is still alive and well. If you're somebody that enjoys portable or low power operation, using Morse will enable you to work greater distances. Also, our repeaters and beacons normally identify themselves with their call signs in Morse code. So rather than waiting and asking someone if they know what repeater you're on, simply write down the call sign and there you are. You can buy some great looking keys that sit there on your desk and you actually use, rather than just being an ornament. But you've got to really want to learn Morse, and that's why we learn it. Okay, let's look at some handy tips now. First of all, forget saying dots and dashes. You've got to get into the habit of saying dits for dots and dars for dashes. Dits, where they're found in the middle of a letter or at the start, are pronounced as a dit, as in the letter K, which is da-di-da. To start with, use long gaps between letters and numbers, but run at the speed that you wish to learn. As you get more proficient, reduce the gaps in between the letters and the words. If you miss a letter, just move on, leave a space. Now, a lot of people will say don't use a notepad for your listening practice. But I think it's quite nice to use a notepad, and that way you can see how you're progressing day by day. When you look back, you'll suddenly realise that you have actually learnt quite a lot of Morse code. Now to make one thing clear, I used this system to learn Morse over 35 years ago. I was 15 at the time. I know, crazy. I have used it to help others learn Morse code, but it may not work for you. The only thing I'd say is don't expect instant results. Like any learning, it's going to take time. If it doesn't work for you, then try one of the other systems that are out there, and there's lots of advice on YouTube. But the fact that you're here makes me believe that you may have tried them already and they may not have worked for you. So all I can say is don't give up, keep trying and persevere. So how am I going to help you learn Morse? Simply, we're going to start by using characters at a speed of 20 words per minute with a spacing gap of 7 words per minute. 20 words per minute is the target speed that we hope you can get to. In part 1 we'll be looking at the letters A, B, C, D, E, and each session after that we'll be learning another 5 letters, with the exception of the 5th part where we'll learn the additional letter Z. On the 6th part we'll do a recap, 7 we'll look at numbers, and then 8 we'll be looking at call signs. The one thing I would say is though, you are going to need to practice every single day to get to that 20 words per minute. Okay, enough with the waffle. Now let's get into day 1. First letter is A. B. C. D. and E. Now all 5 letters all together. So now you've got your first 5 letters. To test that you understand them, I'm going to now send groups of letters, and you'll have the chance to write these down or take them down in your head, and afterwards I'll show you the letters in their groups as they were sent so you can check to see how you've done. You can record this or you can play it over and over again as many times as you like just to practice the first 5 letters. So here we go. So, how'd you get on? You're probably sitting there thinking, why did I bother? Don't worry. Pause this video, go and put the kettle on, have a cup of tea, cup of coffee or something stronger, and then come back and I'll show you all the letters as they were sent and you can check them. Okay, so if you're back from a break, here's the letters as they were sent from the left hand side working down over to the right. What I suggest is once they're all on the page, pause it and check them and then carry on to the rest of this video. So to recap on what we've done today, we've done the first 5 letters, A to E. You've had a quick go at listening to them and don't be disheartened if you haven't got them all. As we go through, you will see that you will get better and better. Just keep at it, keep listening, keep practicing, and with time it will come. So that's it, the end of part 1. Join me for the rest of the parts and continue to learn Morse, and before you know we're expert. So, my name's Keith, my call sign is G0FEA, and I'm the Ham Radio Junkie. I'll catch you next time.